Hey guys, what's up? Happy prep day number 3. Okay, I hope you're enjoying the prep week workouts and you're getting excited as we ramp up to fully commit and go all out this coming Monday. So today I want to talk to you about two main things. I briefly want to go over what came in your kit if you got one of the kits that came with the accessories and all of that. And as Shaun T said yesterday in the video, if you did not, don't worry, go over to Beachbody On Demand and Transform 20. Look at the program materials. There are things that you can print out. And I would highly recommend it because a lot of these visual, tangible tools are going to make quite the difference in your success. So I'm going to go over that real quickly. The second thing that we're going to do today, which I'm just going to say it, is probably the most important part when it comes to your results during these next 6 weeks, is the nutrition plan. What are your options? What should you know going into it? So let's start with what comes in your kit. I have to say, I've been with Beachbody for 3 years, and out of all of the kits that I've received, this is by far my favorite. The things that came in this kit are so well done. I just love it. So first thing that you'll notice, or not first thing, but one of the things you'll notice is that you have a Transform 20 6-week transformation tracker. Guys, these tools are amazing, but I'll say this, they're only as powerful if you use them. So we've got to use them. And I know that I am one of the worst when it comes to starting to use something like this and not, following through. So let's all keep each other accountable. But you should definitely open this up, read through it, of course. But here is the number one thing I want to point out about all of this today. In one of the first pages when you open it up, it says commit to transform. This is your commitment contract, okay? And as it says here, I commit to transform everything, my body, my life, my mind. I am willing to work. I know it starts with my mind, but I'm also ready to climb farther and push my body. I am ready to keep going long after these 6 weeks are over and conquer what's next. You put your name, today's date, what is your physical goal, what is your emotional goal, what is your professional goal, personal goal, and then you sign it, okay? Now, in my opinion, the filling of this out, and signing this is also a commitment that you're making to yourself first and foremost, second of all, to your coach and to this team, okay? This whole challenge group, why you have a coach, why we do this together, why we don't do it by ourselves, is for the purpose, the one singular biggest purpose of finishing what you start. Not saying I'm gonna do something and then a few weeks into it because it's difficult and it's not new and maybe you have some hurdles in your life, we just give up. That is not how we are gonna work in this group. I will be fully transparent with you, don't take this the wrong way, but if people go MIA in this group, if you ditch out on this group, and I don't mean you're hitting every workout and you're nailing your nutrition. I don't need any of you to be perfect because that doesn't exist. But if you fail to show up for yourself and for this team, that means checking in each day, letting us know you alive and how things are going so that if you need help, we can help. And if you're doing awesome, we can celebrate you. If you ditch out on this team, you'll be removed from this group. Now, I don't say that to be harsh. I don't want to remove anybody. And in fact, the times when I've had to remove people, believe it or not, as much as it sounds like a cliche parenting, it's much harder on me than it is on you. No, but it is really difficult on us as coaches to have to come to that conclusion. But I do it because we need to understand that it's a privilege to be in a group. It's a privilege to be a part of a team, and the team is only as strong as everyone showing up, okay? So what I want you to do today, ideally, but no later than when we start on Monday, but I'd like to see these today, fill this out, take a picture, post it in the group. Underneath, you're gonna see me make a post of mine, and then I want you to post all of yours underneath that in the comment section below. Okay. So the other cool thing about this challenge tracker is that you can write down the date. Well, that's so cool, right? The date, no. But every day on here, you track your weight, your workout. If you did a bonus workout, your Transformers, how you felt, what you ate, Shakeology, your daily challenges. This, guys, journaling and writing things down, I cannot tell you how massively effective it is in staying on track and reaching your goals. So really look through this. It's really cool. Okay, and then of course we also have this wall calendar. I'm going to put this up today here in my office so that I can look at it, and you're going to keep track every day of your transform, okay, and what you do. So that's really awesome too. Visual things definitely do help. I'm not going to lie, I like that we have stickers, and so these are going to be used as we go through each one of the 3 phases. Then we're going to put those on our steps, okay? Just getting started. Check this out. If you haven't looked through this yet, we're going to talk about this in just a second. And then, of course, you got the Shakeology cup. So that's the bulk of it, right? And then hopefully you either ordered the step, or you're getting your own step, or possibly are you going to do this without a step at all? That's an option, right? Okay, so let's talk about nutrition. So there are a couple, really 2 main different choices when it comes to your nutrition plan. And we want you to make that choice today so that you can start planning. We have the Transform 20 nutrition guide. So if you look through that, it's very easy. And again, if you don't have this physical book, go online to the Beachbody On Demand Transform 20 materials, okay? The first place that you'll stop is here on this first page, where you're going to configure your calorie marker, okay, or your plan A, B, C, D, and so on. And it's not, you're going to learn that our perspectives is we're not into calorie counting, but we are into nutrient counting. But we do need to have a caloric bracket that, if anything, makes sure that you're not eating too little. It's not really about worrying that you're eating too much. It's, are you eating too little, and is it dispersed? The mistake a lot of people make when they're trying to diet or they're trying to eat healthy is they really have zero idea of how much different nutrients they're taking in per day. Our bodies need, different things from each of the different food categories so that it can work correctly. So many veggies and so many proteins. And if we have no idea of what the target is, and we're really guessing, your results will also be up in the air. So I would highly recommend you configure that today. Once you know that, you can look through the book here. It's going to give you your food lists, which there is a lot to choose from in each food. And one easy way of doing it is you can even go through and start marking your favorite things in each food list, but it breaks everything down. It explains the color containers here. Now, if you've never worked with these before, they might look little. Guys, trust me on this. If you follow the plan accurately, you will not be hungry, all right? Your Shakeology will always count as 1 serving of protein, 1 red. Now, if you're like me and you add a lot of things into your Shakeology, you're gonna need to track that too. So I always do a serving of veggies in my Shakeology. I also sometimes will put fruit in. I might put things like collagen protein, and I'll get into that at a later date. Point being though, if you're adding things in, make sure that you're also allocating that. There's even 3 sample days here that you can follow, or you can take what's in here and you can modify it. The recipes in here, I've already tried a lot of them, are really, really good, okay? Now, the second option that we have for you is the high-fat, low-carb. Now, this is not keto, and I can get into that later, but high-fat, low-carb, adequate protein. Essentially, people that are ideal for this, anyone really can follow this, but the ideal candidates, if you are pre-diabetic, diabetic, premenopausal, menopausal, PCOS, hormone imbalance, autoimmune disorders, gut health issues, any type of like arthritis within the body. Sorry, let me get a drink here. Cheers. If you're trying to lower inflammation, but even if you don't have any of those conditions, and if you feel like you are plateaued on the Fixate eating plan or an eating plan like this, if you feel like you've kind of plateaued, or you would like to have a little bit more energy. If you'd like to see more definition in your abdominal area, if you feel like you tend to carry there, high fat, low carb is an amazing option for that. I personally, that's what I follow. I've been following it now for almost 2 years and it works best for me. I love it. I combine that with intermittent fasting. Now, if you want to look more into the high fat, low carb food list, I am going to upload an example of that approved food list into the file section of the Challenge Tracker app. But beyond that, if you want to dive even further into it, what I recommend that you do is to go on to Facebook into my virtual wellness center, and I have everything divided into units. There is a full complete unit on high fat, low carb. There is a full complete unit on intermittent fasting. If you're not currently in that Facebook group, just message me or message your coach and we will make sure that we can add you into that group so that you can access meal plans and information, okay? So the most important thing is that you have a plan selected and you're not guessing. And is it the sexiest part to meal plan and meal prep? No, but I'm gonna tell you this and I'm not gonna BS it. If you don't follow a nutrition plan, you don't track it, you don't have some semblance of meal prep and meal planning, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if there is nothing happening there, most likely you will not see results. Exercise is important. If you follow this program, Shanti's gonna kick our ass, no joke. But if your body is not fueled properly, you're not gonna perform very well during your exercises. You'll get more sore than you should, more fatigued. And how frustrating would it be to bust ass on these workouts and then not see the results you want because the nutrition is off? So make sure that this is a priority. You don't have to be perfect. Reach out when you need help. That's what we're here to do as a team. But make sure that you understand the importance of what we're eating is so key, okay? Excuse me. And we're gonna get into a lot of details of nutrition help for you during the next 6 weeks. But at this point, we want you to pick a plan. High fat, low carb, or the Transform 20 plan, okay? So what I would love for you to do is once you've selected the food plan that you're gonna be following, I want you to comment underneath this video with that plan. Simply comment Transform 20 or high fat, low carb, okay? Again, if you're not sure, you need help and guidance, reach out to your personally sponsored coach. The second assignment that you're gonna look for today is that I will be posting a picture of my commitment contract from the book that I'm gonna sign and fill out, and I want you to do the same thing underneath my post of your commitment contract. Okay, guys? Awesome. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to this. Ba-boom!